Hello everybody and welcome back once again, another edition of Inside the Headset. I'm with the head coach of the Oakland Patriots, Thomas McDaniel. Coach, here we are, Jamboree week and excellent weather, and where are we with the Oakland Patriots?
Right now we're enjoying this 80-degree lovely day. I'm not sure where we are, to be honest. We've had a month to get ready for coming up on the Jamboree this week, and I think the positives right now for us, other than having a lot of experience coming back from last year, is we're fairly healthy with a few exceptions, but for the most part we're healthy. Been a little disappointed in the fact that we haven't gotten as many reps in our scrimmages as I would have liked. And we've talked about, and I guess it's coach talk, but we've talked about at times going into the season about not beating our kids up as much, trying to be a little more mental than physical, and just because of the number of guys we have returning, and quite frankly because of some of the injury issues we've had the past 2 years. And we talked about limiting reps in scrimmages, and then yet we get to scrimmages and I'm feeling like we're not getting enough reps. So
the balance, are you just trying to figure out what balance you need?
What is the balance, and making sure we get them in game shape, making sure we get them ready to play, but at the same time keeping them healthy and obviously trying to prevent as many injuries as possible. But we've had a good fall camp. I'm excited about where we are. We've got a lot of things we still got to get better at, and we've learned a lot of things in our scrimmages, but there's still a lot of things that we won't learn until we get under the lights on a Friday. So that's coming pretty soon, but at this point I'm happy with our progress.
Seasoning wise, you talk a little bit about the numbers, seniors, juniors. How are your numbers looking as far as kids wanting to play this game?
We're hanging around right at 100 on the roster, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Most of the ones that we needed to weed out have already got their stuff and do something else. That's right. And we've got a lot of returners on both sides of the ball. We feel like we've got 9 guys with experience on offense and 8 with experience on defense. And really, I feel like we've got depth at every position at this point. So, I always would like to have more depth, but for where we are at this point in time, I feel very good about the fact that we've got 3 people for every spot. And most of the time, if you've got, a backup for your defensive tackles and a backup for your ends, then you ought to feel pretty good. So I think we've got, like I said, a lot of talents yet to be determined how good we can be putting it on the field. But right now it looks like we could be a strong group, and we're a group that still lacks some experience in areas, and I think we'll continue to get better as long as we trust our coaching and our evaluations on film. I think that it's a team that will continue to improve. I don't think we're anywhere near our potential, which is a good thing in my opinion. So,
well, and so right now you'll scrimmage on Friday, and then next Thursday you'll go into your first game. What needs to happen right now with Oakland Patriots as you get ready to walk in next week, and I'll talk to you next week, but what needs to happen over these next 5-6 days?
Well, there's a lot. It's one of the reasons why I woke up at 4:15 today. We've got a lot of stuff that we need to do to get ready for Riverdale. Obviously we have our Jamboree Friday against Blackman, and a lot of people will make that out to be a big deal, but it's really it's a moot point for us. It's just a dress rehearsal. It's a chance to go out in front of a decent-sized crowd, obviously, and play a great opponent in Blackman. But we won't work on Blackman at all.
You'll be vanilla, or you?
We'll just do what we do. It won't be any surprise to Blackman what we run. We honestly don't really have a clue what Blackman's direction they're headed in because of their quarterback. But that's, again, it's irrelevant to us. That's not what
you don't play them till late in the season.
Right.
Anyway.
Exactly. There's so much going to change between now and then. It doesn't even matter. But we have started today working on Riverdale. Riverdale's got film on us. We have film on them. And that's our focus right now. Obviously, like I said, we're pretty healthy with the exception of McDaniel. He dinged up his shoulder first series against Father Ryan. He's got an AC sprain. I look for him to be back against Riverdale, and we need him back. But at the same time, we've developed some depth this fall. Some unexpected people have stepped up and emerged, and so we feel like we'll be okay if we don't have him. We'll have to play that by ear next week, but it's just about for the next couple of days getting back.
But you don't feel the pressure to play him right now.
No, I think he'll be ready to play. I think he will play. But if he's not there, we got a lot of good players, and I think the next couple of days for us is about trying to be physical and getting back into practice. The schedule was so unique this year in that we had a scrimmage on Friday against Beach, and we went Tuesday with Station Camp, we went Friday with Father Ryan, and Tuesday with McCauley. Well, in between those days, there's not a whole lot of window. You're either going to rest them some and do a lot of mental work, or you're going to beat them up, and then they're going to be tired and they're not going to be ready by the time we start our first game. One thing I think different for us this year is I've given them some days off where normally I would just continue to beat on them. We got to beat on them for a few days, then we'll start mentally preparing for Riverdale and just see what happens. So got a lot to do. We've only got 8 days at this point now before we kick the ball off, and I'm sure we're no different than everybody else. We don't feel like we're ready to start a game, but that's the nature of the beast with our calendar. Just football season gets here too early, But we feel pretty good. I feel like we're further along in the kicking game than most people, especially in the return game right now. We've got some dynamic people in the return game. We've still got to get more consistent in the kicking game. Hayes Foster's our kicker, and he's doing a great job on kickoffs. The last couple scrimmages we've been in, he's putting them all in the end zone, which is a weapon. Yes. But our punts are inconsistent, and our field goals are inconsistent. That's something that we got to get fixed over the next 8 days, and then just tightening up some little things. Obviously, doing a better job of tackling. One of our biggest downfalls, unfortunately, offensively, we've been our own worst enemy with stopping drives because we've had too many holding penalties, and we've done a great job of
that's just being lazy.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, some of it, we looked at a couple from last night. We had 2 drive killers on holds last night in our scrimmage with McCauley. That neither one of them to me appear to be holds, and I'm not somebody that ever argues about the officials because I usually think they're right. But last night, I don't think they made a good call twice on holds. So hopefully we can get those things corrected the next couple of days, but some of that you're going to live with. The good thing is we haven't.
According to what a ref looks for.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
their demeanor.
That's
so
right.
You start knowing if they're
And we're going to run the ball so much that I think that they're so focused in on the line of scrimmage that sometimes can be a hindrance. But either way, we've got. I think our kids know the things that we've got to get addressed over the next 8 days, but all in all, we're excited about where we're at and looking forward to Thursday night.
Last, and then we'll wrap it up. Any message to the parents and fans of the big Ozone and your group out there that supports you? Is there anything you'd like to say to them as far as?
Yeah, I'd say be patient. I think everybody has anointed us to be the second coming of the 2013 year, and I don't understand why that is. It's part of the it's part of the media, it's part of the fans. Everybody gets excited, and they got to have somebody that they need to put up there on that pedestal, and they've put us up there for we don't deserve to be up there. We haven't earned that right. I know I've seen Riverdale in 7-on-7. I know 7-on-7 is not the answer, but I've seen Riverdale. Riverdale will be fine. Riverdale's Riverdale. I don't buy any stock into anything.
No different. Smyrna will be Smyrna, and they'll all be.
They're all the same. And I've seen Blackman. Blackman has got as good-looking skill kids as anybody. Siegel looks explosive just as much as they did last year. So the league's not any different. Some of the names are different, but we still have a long way to go. We got to be patient. Our kids need to understand that it's a process, and it's going to take time. We're not going to be perfect early on, but like I said, I'm excited. We got a great group of kids, very unselfish. We've worked hard all summer, and I think they're excited about the challenge ahead. And obviously, the first one for us is a huge one, and it's personal on a lot of levels for a lot of people. So it'll be fun.
Let's wrap it up. Friday over at Siegel High School. The first game is at 6 o'clock, and it'll be the Oakland Patriots against the Blackman Blaze. Y'all be there.